Alright, all of you. Good morning. So, last session we had started with chromosomal basis of inheritance. We had understood the concept of linkage, how it takes place. I hope you remember genes which are found on same chromosome and are tightly attached do not separate during meiosis. Crossing over will not take place between them and they are tightly linked. But genes, if they are far apart from each other, then there is a great chance that during meiosis there is crossing over and the genes will separate, and these are loosely linked. If they are tightly linked, that is called as complete linkage. If they are loosely linked, it is called as incomplete linkage. And I hope you remember, on the X and Y chromosome, there are genes which cause sex-linked diseases. On the X chromosome, we have a mutated gene for colorblindness or night blindness or myopia or hemophilia, and their inheritance is called as X-linked disease. Similarly, on Y chromosome, there is gene for hypertrichosis, hairy pinna, and its inheritance is called as Y-linked disease. So here we have a nice example. We start with color blindness. Color blindness is a sex-linked disease in which a person cannot distinguish between red and green colors, and both the colors appear grey to the person. So a person cannot distinguish between red and green color and everything appears grey to him. So sir, if he is driving the car, traffic signal पे red और green के अंदर उसको देखने को problem होता है, and sir he cannot distinguish between the red and green colors, they appear grey to him. And this color blindness is caused by a recessive gene. And where is the recessive gene found on the X chromosome? And X chromosome पे recessive gene है, the mutated gene is recessive. If there is another X chromosome and has a normal gene for red and green color, the normal gene will become dominant and the mutated gene will become recessive. So when will a female have color blindness? Only if both X chromosomes have got mutated genes, then the mutated gene will inherit and she will become colorblind. But if she has one mutated gene and one normal gene, the normal gene will become dominant, so she will not become colorblind, but she will become a carrier for colorblindness. हाँ, males में अगर X chromosome पे mutated gene for colorblindness is there, means the recessive gene is there and it is mutated, there is no corresponding allele on the Y chromosome which will make the recessive mutated gene become recessive. So that means the mutated gene will express itself and the next generation or that person will have color blindness for sure. So color blindness is caused by that recessive gene, and so the recessive gene does not allow formation of iodopsin. Iodopsin, which is the pigment found in the combs and because of which red and green color distinguish नहीं हो सकता है, it appears grey in color. And third, the gene for normal vision is dominant and color blindness is recessive are found on the non-homologous region of the X chromosome and their alleles are absent in the Y chromosome. Say gene for normal vision is represented by X capital C and the gene for color blindness is by X small c, then sir, how is the representation done? Sex in a male, X capital CY will be a normal vision. X small cy will be color blind. In case of females, X capital C is normal vision. X small c, both are small c, so she will become color blind. If it is X capital C, X small c, then capital C, the normal gene will become dominant and the small c will become recessive. So this lady herself will not have color blindness, but she will become a carrier for color blindness with X capital C, X small c. She will be a carrier for color blindness. So, how does this disease inherit? So, sir, inheritance of color blindness is by a following example. If a colorblind male, X small cy, marries a female with normal vision, X capital C, then what will happen? Male is colorblind. So, we have a colorblind male, X small c y. He marries a normal female. So she will become X capital C, X capital C, X capital C, X capital C. And इसमें से बनेंगे gametes. So which gametes will be formed? The X small c and y. और इनमें से एक ही gamete बनेगा X capital C. X capital C या X capital C, so it is either X capital C or X capital C. In other words, only one type of gamete is formed. So search इनका जब crossing होगा, then what will be the cross? X capital C from the mother will fuse with Y from the father and will form X capital C Y. In other words, the normal son is formed. Son will be normal, but X small c will fuse with X capital C, and X capital C, X small c will become a carrier daughter. So, if the father is colorblind, then the daughters become carriers. If the mother is normal, the son will be normal. If mother is normal, son will become normal, because what will son get from father? Y. And what will he get from mother? X capital C, X capital C. So one of the X capital C, he will be a normal son. And where will the X small c fuse with another X capital C? And what will X capital C, X small c become? A carrier daughter. Now suppose this carrier daughter marries a normal male. She marries a normal male. And now what will be the pattern we will get? So, a carrier daughter, X capital C, X small c, marries a normal male who is X capital C Y. So now which gametes will be formed, sir? X capital C, X small c, X capital C and Y. And now when these will be crossed, you will get X capital C, X capital C. So that will be a normal daughter. X capital C, Y will form a normal son. But X capital C, X small c will form a carrier daughter. And most importantly, X small c Y will form a colorblind son. So, what has carrier daughter done? Carrier daughter marrying a normal male has got X capital C, X small c, and normal male is X capital C Y. इसमें से कौन से gamete बने? X capital C, X small c, X capital C, Y, and X capital C with another X capital C forms X capital C normal daughter. X capital C with Y will form a normal son. X small c with X capital C will form a carrier daughter, and X small c with Y will form a colorblind son. So, sir, where has the gene for colorblindness gone? Gene for colorblindness has gone from grandfather to mother, and from mother it has gone to grandson. So gene X small c has gone from grandfather to mother and from mother to grandson. So where has the disease gone from? Father via daughter to grandson, and male via female to male. From colorblind male via carrier daughter to colorblind grandson, and that means this is called as criss-cross inheritance. What is this inheritance called as? Criss-cross inheritance, and this is the pattern of criss-cross inheritance which is found in color blindness. Beautiful example. Similarly, we have another disease which is called as hemophilia. Hemophilia is a hereditary blood disease in which the blood fails to clot or clots very slowly. So, it's a hereditary disease in which blood fails to clots very slowly. Person has a recessive gene for hemophilia which has deficiency of clotting factor 8 or 9 in the blood. Blood clotting के लिए there are 13 clotting factors, and 13 clotting factors will help in clotting of blood. Now, on the X chromosome, on the non-homologous region are found clotting factors 8 and clotting factor 9 ka gene. If 8 ka gene undergoes a mutation, or if clotting factor 9 ka gene undergoes a mutation, that means in the offspring the mutated gene may express itself and the person will not develop clotting factor 8 or 9, so he will get an injury and he will bleed and bleed and bleed to death, because clotting will not take place in the absence of clotting factor 8 or 9, and that disease is called as bleeder's disease. So इसे bleeder's disease कहते हैं. Gene for normal clotting is dominant and hemophilic is recessive. Exactly like color blindness, so समझो normal clotting of blood is represented by X capital H, and gene for hemophilia is by X small h. Then what will be happening? Male X capital HY will be normal, X small hy will be hemophilia. Female X capital H will be normal, X small h will be hemophilia, and X capital H, X small h will be a carrier. So X capital H में capital H is dominant and X small h will become recessive, so she will have clotting factor 8. So she will not have hemophilia, but she is carrying the X small h gene in her, so she has become a carrier. And you will get exactly the same, a criss-cross inheritance. Suppose a hemophilic male marries a normal female. Hemophilic male is X small h Y, normal female is X capital H. इसमें से कौन सा गैमेट बनेगा? X capital H. और इसमें से कौन से गैमेट बनेंगे? X small h and Y. Now X small h and X capital H becomes a carrier female, and X capital HY becomes a normal male. So hemophilic male has passed his X small h to his daughter, and she will become a carrier. She will become a carrier for hemophilia if the carrier daughter marries a normal male. Then carrier daughter is X capital H, X small h, normal male is X capital H, Y. इसमें से गैमेट्स बनेंगे X capital H, X small h. इसमें से बनेगा X capital H and Y. And now once again, like we have here, we have X capital H forming a normal female, X capital H Y forming a normal male, but X capital H, X small h forms a carrier female and X small h Y forms a hemophiliac male. So where has the disease gone from hemophilic father to carrier daughter? And from carrier daughter, it has gone to hemophilic grandson. So the disease has gone from male via female to male. So it has gone from male to female and from female to male to female to male. What is this phenomenon called as criss-cross inheritance? So X-linked diseases show criss-cross inheritance. And what about Y-linked diseases? Hypertrichosis will pass from a male to a male because Y chromosome will get inherited from father to son, from son to grandson, from grandson to great grandson, and Y-linked inheritance shows straight line inheritance. Golden words, X-linked genes show criss-cross inheritance, Y-linked genes show straight line inheritance. X-linked genes show criss-cross inheritance, Y-linked genes show straight line inheritance. Beautiful concept which we have understood here, and that is the way X-linked and Y-linked genes will express themselves. Then we have sex determination. Sir, which are the different types of sex determination that we have? Sir, in case of humans, we have a kind of sex determination which is called as XX, XY. तो हमारा कौन सा sex determination है? XX, XY. So we have XX, XY. Males are 44 plus XY, females are 44 plus XX, of which 44 are autosomes, somatic chromosomes, in the form of 22 pairs. So 22 pairs of autosomes, also called somatic chromosomes, they have on them genes which determine somatic characteristics. Gene for color of eye, color of hair, color of skin, some second gene for heart, gene for lung, gene for kidney, gene for kidney, gene for ureter, gene for bladder. So ये सारे कौन से chromosomes हैं? Autosomes. What do they determine? Somatic characteristics. And X and Y are the sex chromosomes. We remember last lecture we talked about it. What does Y chromosome have? Gene for testis. What does X chromosome have? Gene for ovary, gene for sperm, gene for egg, gene for scrotum, gene for labia majora, gene for vas deferens, gene for clitoris. Gene for fallopian tube, gene for glans penis, gene for clitoris, gene for prostate gland, gene for Skene's gland, gene for Cowper's gland, gene for Bartholin's gland, and all these are called alleles. And Y chromosome genes are dominant over the X chromosome gene, so Y will become dominant over X, and XY hoga, Y becomes dominant over X, and that means it will form a male child. In females, it is 44 plus XX. And both are X chromosomes, so we have gene for ovary, fallopian tube, uterus, vagina, vulva, and labia majora. So sir, all are X chromosome genes. So दोनों X chromosome है, and what does that become? A female child. So what is our pattern? Males are 44 plus XY, females are 44 plus XX. Males are heterogametic. Heterogametic, they will form two different kinds of gametes 22X and 22Y. So males are heterogametic, females are homogametic. Females are homogametic, homo only one. Which kind of egg will they produce? Only 22X. So sperms कौन से टाइप के होंगे? 22X and 22Y. Egg कौन सा टाइप का होगा? Only 22X. So who is heterogametic? Males. Who are homogametic? Females. This is chromosomal pattern in case of humans. And if father is XY, mother is XX, which gametes will be formed? X and Y, X and X. And what will X plus another X form a daughter? What will X plus another X form a daughter? What will X plus Y form a son? What will X plus Y form a son? So 50% chances of sons being born, 50% chances of daughters being born, and that is the way 50-50% के chances son and daughter के लिए होते हैं. What is this pattern called as? 44XY or 44XX is found in humans. तो humans में कौन सा pattern है? XXXY. Females are XX, males are XY. Now you have another logic which is found in honeybees. Honeybees have haplodiploid sex determination. Haplodiploid sex determination. What do you mean by haplodiploid? In case of honeybees, males are haploid. They have only one set of chromosomes, and that is 16. So N is equal to 16 chromosomes. Males are haploid. Females are diploid and they have two sets of 16 chromosomes each. So 2N is 16 plus 16, that is 32. So males are N equal to 16 haploid, females are 2N equal to 32 diploid. And females undergo meiosis to form N16 haploid egg and N16 haploid egg. And males are already haploid, so when they undergo spermatogenesis, sperms are not produced by meiosis, sperms are produced by mitosis. And mitosis से N16 sperms बनते हैं which are haploid. And now the N16 sperm and the N16 egg fuse together to form 2S equal to 32, which becomes a diploid female. So fertilization से क्या बनता है? Diploid females बनते हैं. And the other egg does not undergo fertilization. It simply starts undergoing mitotic cell division to form a N16 male, which is without fertilization. And I hope you all have heard of it. This phenomenon is called as parthenogenesis. What is this concept called as? Parthenogenesis takes place. So, if N16 sperm fuses with N16 egg, it forms 2N equal to 32 female, and N16 egg undergoes mitosis and forms a haploid male. Then that phenomenon is called as parthenogenesis, and by parthenogenesis, haploid males are successively formed. This is haplodiploid pattern in case of honeybees. And third, then we have sex determination in other animals. So humans में कौन सा pattern है? Humans it is XX, XY. XX, XY. Females are XX, males are XY. In case of Drosophila, which if you remember was studied by Morgan for sex determination, it shows the same pattern XXXY as found in humans. Birds mate is a different pattern ZWZZ. In case of birds, their sex determination is ulta of humans. हमारे में females are XX Y. In case of birds, females are XY, males are XX. Females are XY, males are XX, which is put in other words as females are ZW, males are ZZ. So females में से कितने gametes बनेंगे? दो, X and Y और Z and W. Means females are heterogametic, and males ZZ will produce only one type of sperm, which is 22, which is Z, and that means they are homogametic. So who is heterogametic? Females. Who is homogametic? Male. And that is ulta pattern XY, XX or ZW, ZZ, which is found in birds. And then we have sex determination in case of grasshoppers. एक scientist था called Henke, and Henke had found out in 1891 the X chromosome. So X chromosome was found by Henke, and he found in grasshoppers there is another kind of sex determination. In grasshopper we have another kind of sex determination, that is XX, X0. So females will show 2X chromosome, male will show XM0. Means इसमें से जब egg बनेगा, you will have autosome and 1X chromosome. यहाँ से egg बनेगा autosome and 1X chromosome. But जब sperm बनेगा, autosome and 1X chromosome and autosome and no sex chromosome. No sex chromosome. And when autosome plus X chromosome fuses with autosome plus X chromosome, it will form autosome X chromosome. Autosome X chromosome will form a female, and autosome with X chromosome and autosome with no sex chromosome forms AAXO, it will form a male. तो grasshoppers में कौन सा पैटर्न है? XXXO. And grasshoppers के अंदर ये है, in case of bugs and moths. Bugs and moths have a different pattern. They have X0XX, means opposite of grasshoppers. Grasshoppers are XXXO. Butterflies and moths, and bugs and moths are also butterflies. Butterflies, bugs and moths will have X0XX. Grasshopper has XXXO. Butterflies and moths have got X0XX. So चार टाइप की सेक्स डिटर्मिनेशन हुई. Humans and Drosophila are XXXY. Birds are XYXX. XYXX, same as ZWZZ. Grasshoppers are XXXO, and butterflies and moths are XOXX. ये चार टाइप की सेक्स डिटर्मिनेशन होती है, and sir, this is the way sex determination takes place. We'll just take a small break here and go into chromosomal mutation. Excellent concept. Just take a break and we come back to that concept.